Either way, Hope, the one of two hero mains here at her Tea Party 2, excuse me, as we are about to get into the set. And
oh, okay, so
I've been lied to.
Choosing to go with the Yoshi in this
So
matchup.
I can understand why. In that if you're playing Link, any, I guess, more Toon Link specifically versus Hero, you're just going to get out-zoned. Hero's projectiles are bigger, his sword is bigger, and you're just going to struggle to get in through all the fireballs and everything. Against Yoshi, you might struggle to get in, but once you're in, you can at least enact your game plan significantly better than Toon Link ever could.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. And interesting, you know, evidently still co-maining Yoshi and Toon Link is Joycey. So I'm interested to see sort of how he plays, how he really gets on with the use of bounce from Hope. You know, that is significantly going to affect how Joycey does get in. You know, they want to throw those eggs out and then approach.
That happens. You forget every single time that an oofed up hero will just break your shield if he so much as looks at it, and it is because like that's the thing about heroes, that most of the time he plays like a normal character, and then sometimes he will reflect all of your projectiles, or sometimes he will just annihilate your shield for no good reason, and it's hard to mentally play around that. It's like, oh yeah, obviously he has bounce up, but in your head you're like, okay, he's a ledge, I need to get an egg out.
Ooh, great up smash from Joycey there.
But yeah, just adapting to the setup that the hero has off the spellbook is not always the easiest thing to do in real time. Like you can see, he's throwing out eggs, trying to get back to the ledge. That's how you play the game. The shield goes to...
What? His shield didn't break!
No, the reflector reflected the star projectiles that would have broken it.
Oh my goodness.
This is peak hero gameplay through and through, and I hate to say it.
I mean, what a character, man. What a character. What else can we say? Great dodge on the snooze there from Joycey. Going to make it back to stage. Our pair, what are we going to see? Yeah. Fantastic!
We're gonna see a pair.
Wait was amazing. Thank you. I love that so much.
Oh, this is dangerous. Right now what you're doing is you're giving Hope the ability to press down B and just stack buff. Right now he has oomph and bounce on him. And this is a terrifying thing to do because you can't be up close, you can't be far away, you just have to run for the hills and hope for the best. They still wear off, but now he's got Psycho back.
Ooh. Again, we're seeing this play from Joycey right now. He is playing, I'm going back to the word that we've used earlier, right, because we've explained it. He's playing so cerebrally. he may be in the disadvantage right now because of that very early stock take from Hope, but I actually think if Joycey continues to play like this and perhaps plays a little bit better around the hero matchup, we could see him make a comeback. I'm seeing a lot of dash shield right now. Naturally, Yoshi has a great shield, apart from obviously in that first stock.
It's a good shield until it breaks, at which point it's just any other shield.
Absolutely, 100%. And,
he tries to read the roll in, which a lot of players would have done in that situation, but Hope's not giving it over. Just waits it out and gets the S-smash of his own.
One of the things that I am slightly concerned about is Joycey's...
Ooh, that clip!
That was a great combo there. A great combo of just the initial hit of up B into the back air. Really, really great play from Hope there. But what I was going to say is my concern for Joycey, especially going now into this second game and potentially a third game, is his ability to edge guard, because one of the weakest points about Hero is once he's out of his up B, he is completely vulnerable. Once it's charged and he is flying through the air, there's no hitbox there. There's no capability for him to do anything until he either touches the stage or he touches the ledge. Okay, and what I didn't see from Joycey there was enough aggression off stage. You know,
the scary thing is though, if you chase it off, you can just get swept up in the tornado. I have tried to punish it. It has gone badly.
I agree, but I personally think that Joycey should be able to make use of that armored jump.
This is true, yes.
In order to get through those tornadoes, and I'm slightly interested to see if Joycey manages to adapt to that in this second game here. an early 8% for Joycey. Not too much, you know, just a little bit of chip damage. One of those eggs. He's going to start off his combo here.
It's just looking for like that chip damage, right? Because obviously if all you can get is eggs, you'll just take the damage and try and set up something bigger later on, but something bigger might be 2 forward airs straight to the face. And Hope just doesn't get the pressure on the platform.
Wait from Hope there.
Like, you have to air dodge there, because otherwise you're just putting yourself at risk of just getting forward air into the blast zone, but
100%.
Hope just waits it out and catches the follow-up hit.
Good down B there from Joycey. He recognized that he was in disadvantage. He recognized that he was, you know, perhaps not going to be able to get out.
Not again.
No, not again.
Like I was going to say, Joycey was doing such a good job because he stalled out on that ledge for so long, and then he woke up and held shield and none of it mattered. Like, he was climbing out the spells and just then at the last second made a critical error and died for it. At least managed to interrupt the zoom before it came up, but unfortunately didn't get too much of a follow-up for it, so Hope still maintains the lead in terms of stocks, but the percent's sort of racking up to the point where high up air might just clean him out. We'll see him chase back on stage, but again, with all these buffs, he just changes the playstyle so dramatically. He's able to get the space and go for some fireball setups instead.
Just dropped shield a little bit early on that fireball there, did Joycey. Wow, such an aggressive landing option from Joycey there. I'm really shocked to see that, especially when, you know, he's so far in the disadvantage right now. You know, he is very, very hard.
Sometimes when you're this far in the hole, you need to do something to get yourself out of it, because right now you're staring down 2-stock disadvantage on what could potentially be a set closing game. You need to do something, and right now that something is unfortunately running into everything Hope is putting out. Maybe it's chance for an air? No, tries to go for ledge coverage instead. He doesn't have zoom, and Joyce tries to cover it, but Hope just gets the jump out in time.
I think they could be doing a much better job of playing around these spells and playing around these options. That was fantastic. The way that they used their aerial movement was beautiful, and he got a beautiful punish for it. You know, he actually did manage to bring it back a little bit. Now he isn't going to have the opportunity to use the down B or the eggs.
Like, this is the thing about bounce. It just randomly hoses moves. Like, you can't eggs, you can't down B for some reason. At least it's worn off now, so you can have access to your moveset back. But yeah, that bounce is low-key a terrifying move to have to deal with in this matchup for some reason.
That side B very, very strong from Hope there. Just charging it enough to zone the Yoshi out. That was really good by Joycey, but not quite getting the punish for it. I didn't realise that Hero's Shield could block the eggs from above as well.
Oh. Forward. From Joycey. Panic hit. Oh, goes over there, just time hits the forward air and actually keeps pressure on, not allowing Hope to get to the spell book. Pings off the ledge once, but fortunately doesn't get the hit, allows Hope to fire back.
Okay, Hope's convinced me. I'm a hero player now. I don't care. The stuff that Hope is doing right now is really, really cool. He's playing so well. The way that he's using the spells when he's in advantage is fantastic. No, I don't think down throw killed
I thought I'd throw kill for some reason. Either way, I was going to try and chase him off the top blast, so not quite there.
Nah. Just not catching Hope off stage.
That was
that one
slick coverage.
Is going to be really great from Joycey. Now, can we see him make this comeback?
A hope and a dream is what separates Joycey from winning this game. It is slim pickings indeed, because Hope has the power up on deck, throws into the heavens. Praise the sun and praise the game. Hope walks it off 2-0.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be mad losing that set if I was Joycey. I wouldn't. I think, for me, there was a little bit of matchup checking there, right? There was a little bit of matchup unawareness from Joycey. You know, he downbeat a couple of times and got hit by the reflected stars, as you very well pointed out, which even I didn't realise until you pointed it out and saw it the second time around. You know, he didn't quite know what to do when bounce was up. He got caught by that F smash when Hero had oomph up in both games. You're going to lose some games like that, right? You're just going to lose to matchup inexperience. You can't be 100% effective in every single matchup.
It's like, because you don't just learn one matchup versus Hero. You have to essentially learn the matchup like 2 or 3 times based on like what power-ups.
Has he got accelerate? Has he got oomph? Has he got bounce? And then has he got any combination of all three of those. You know, yeah, and sometimes you do just get thwacked. Obviously, Joycey did a very great job of avoiding a couple of thwacks in that set right there. But there is, you know, there is the opportunity for him to make a loser's run now. You know, unfortunately, he did lose out in that game, but strong showing, I would say, strong showing from